Time to know the top stories of the day. I am Ace Perez and this is Newsbits Tonight. Flights to and from Davao International Airport were cancelled following the eruption of Taal Volcano in Batangas on Sunday. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS, together with civil aviation authorities, advised airline companies to avoid airspace around Taal Volcano as airborne ash and ballistic fragments from the eruption column pose hazards to aircraft. Hundreds of passengers were stuck in Davao Airport on Sunday following the cancellation of flights. These are the domestic flights to and from Davao that were cancelled on Monday, January 13. Meanwhile, the Manila International Airport Authority and Kapa announced the partial resumption of operations beginning 10 a.m. for departures and arrivals by 12 noon Monday. This, however, will be subject to terminal capacity of the 4 NAIA terminals and airline consent. PHIVOLCS said Alert Level 4 still remains in effect over Taal Volcano as of 8 a.m. Monday. PHIVOLCS has warned the public that hazardous explosive eruption is possible within hours to days. Affected residents are advised to use N95 grade face mask or wet cloth or towel. The Department of Justice has filed criminal charges against Kapa and its officers and promoters with the regional trial courts in Bislig City, Quezon City and Rizal. Ralph Yemet for the details.
Officers and promoters of Kapa Community Ministry International are now inching closer to be behind bars as the court found sufficient probable cause for them to be arrested. The Securities and Exchange Commission said the court finds sufficient probable cause for the issuance of warrant of arrest in accordance with the revised rules of criminal procedure. The Department of Justice charged Kapa founder and President Joel Apolinario, Trustee Margie A. Danao, and Corporate Secretary Reina Apolinario of violating the Republic Act No. 8799 or the Securities Regulation Code. In a separate information filed with the Bislig City Regional Trial Court Branch 29, DOJ accused Kapa of willfully, unlawfully, and criminally engaging in the selling or offering for sale or distribution of securities to the general public without a registration statement duly filed and approved by SEC. DOJ also filed charges against Marisol Diaz, Adelfa Fernandico, Moises Mopia, and Renyones Katubigan for violation of the SRC for promoting the investment scam. SEC on January 18 last year filed complaint against Kapa for the unauthorized sale or offering for sale or distribution of securities to the general public. Meanwhile, SEC reiterated its advice to the general public to exercise more caution and discernment as certain supporters and promoters of Kapa peddled false information about the group's supposed revival. Ralph Yemet, Newsbits Tonight.
The Department of Human Settlement and Urban Development has ordered condominium developers affected with a series of earthquakes in Davao City to temporarily stop collecting amortizations from their occupants. Rob Gumba has a story.
The Department of Human Settlement and Urban Development in Davao Region Officer in Charge Miguel Palmahil said the regional department issued an order of suspension of collecting amortization payments to 4 condominium establishments after these have incurred damage from previous magnitude 6 earthquakes that struck the city during the last quarter of 2019. These condominiums are Ecoland 4000, Magallanes Residences, Palmetto Place, and Verdon Park. He said they issued the suspension effective Wednesday, January 8 to lessen the unit owners' financial burden following the damages they incurred after the earthquakes.
But initially, mo ni unang steps na to help atong mga buyers para di sila mabugatan, magsige sila bayad o sila nagpuyo dito, no? Kung nagsige sila bayad expecting nga makapuyo sila unya na ay order na dili gamiton because na ay mga kinahanglan pang himuon na to retrofit.
The housing official confirmed these residences are among the establishments that were issued a yellow and red tag status from the office of the city building official. But he said the DHSUD, formerly known as Housing and Land Use Regulatory Board, also inspected the 4 condominiums. The amortization collection suspension is indefinite, as DHSUD would have to set up a dialogue with the unit owners from different condominiums. The dialogue schedule for Ecoland 4000 is on January 13 at 9 a.m., Magallanes Residences 123 on January 13, 1:30 p.m., Palmetto Place 123 on January 14 at 9 a.m., and Verdun Park 1234 on January 14, 1:30 p.m. Should buyers decide to file cases before the court, he said DHSUD would support them as the agency is mandated to protect their rights. Meanwhile, owners who would violate the order will be issued a cease and desist order in their current and ongoing projects. Rob Gumba, Newsbits Tonight.
To check more stories, visit our website www.sunstar.com.ph/Davao, subscribe on our YouTube channel, and follow our social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also grab a copy of Sunstar Davao at Davao Central Convenience Stores, 7-Eleven, and nearest news outlets. That's all you need to know for tonight. Good evening.